Hi, my name is Mhlauli-Moses with Successful Black Women and Healthy Black Women. Today I wanted to discuss a video segment that I saw recently. Actually, I saw it today, where Tina of Mary Mary was discussing the affair that her husband had. Now, she was discussing this affair on a segment of Steve Harvey's show. So Steve Harvey asked her in this segment, how did you find out? And, the title of it is that it was the shocking way that Tina Campbell found out that her husband cheated. Now, mind you, she's sharing this story while her husband's sitting right next to her, listening to the story, which I thought was a little interesting. But anyway, the bulk of the story is that she found out from the woman that he was cheating with, or at least one of them. And the sad part of it is that this woman was actually her children's godmother, and this was a woman who had been in and out of her house freely, was always at her house. So my question is, should we really be shocked that Mary Mary's Tina Campbell's husband cheated? The short answer for me is no, and I'll say why. And I'll say why in a minute. But first, I want to tell you what happened after she found out that her husband cheated with this woman who she felt like was almost like family to her. She said that she destroyed 3 cars. So she went on this angry rampage and destroyed what I assume has to be her own property, even if it was her husband's cars. I'm assuming because they're married, that's joint property. So she destroyed her own property because of something he did that made her upset. And then she said she went nuts and chased him with a knife. So she really went on this anger binge. Now, I don't necessarily want to judge her for the way that she reacted, although I will say about me is if I ever get angry about anything, the last thing that I would do is destroy my own property. And then the second thing is I want to believe, and the thing is we cannot know until it actually happens, I want to believe that I would compose myself and not allow another person's actions to so severely impact me that I temporarily lose my mind. Even if it's temporary, she did lose her mind. But anyway, so to get on to the reasons that I think that it's not really surprising, nor is it shocking that she that this happened, is there's 3 reasons. Number one, she, in this particular marriage, she's the star, she's the celebrity. Other than the fact that he's somehow in the music industry or is in ministry or something to that degree, I don't know anything about her husband, but I've known Tina Campbell, at least known of her because of her success in the music industry as a gospel singer. So she's been in the Christian community, in the music industry for a long time, and we all know who she is, but we don't necessarily know who her husband is, except that he's her husband. So is it shocking that a man married to a woman who's a star and a celebrity might end up looking for attention and validation somewhere else? Well, unfortunately, the answer is no. Am I saying that women should not absolutely pursue their passions, their talents, and so forth, to the best that they can? Of course, she's done her best, and her best is amazing. It's astounding. She's had a lot of success. I'm not saying that women shouldn't pursue success in their field or where their gifts are. I am saying, however, that at that level of success, it can be expected that there will be things like this that happen where your partner or your, whether the celebrity or the star is the wife or the husband, it can be expected. It's not okay, but it can be expected that that spouse will start to feel like they're living in the shadow of the one who's the star or the celebrity or the one that's getting all the attention, and they may go looking for attention somewhere else. The second thing, again, we're answering the question if this is shocking. The second thing is she allowed this woman in her home. Now, I remember maybe a week or two ago when we were talking about, or at least a lot of the blogs and websites and little TV entertainment shows were talking a lot about men who were getting divorced from their celebrity wives. The men were celebrities, the women were celebrities, and there was always a nanny in there. You know, a cute little nanny who lived in the house with the couple and their kids. And then lo and behold, eventually the nanny, takes on some of her, I guess, her employer's responsibilities, at least the wife's responsibilities. And then, the wife finds out, and then they fire the nanny, and then divorce happens. So should we be surprised that you bring a nice, attractive woman into your home, and then in Tina Campbell's example, she's gone a lot. She's a celebrity, she's a star, she's a singer, she performs, she probably travels a lot. She's gone a lot, so that could be perceived as neglecting her home and neglecting her husband. And then there's this woman who's giving the children and him all the attention, and she's available. So is it shocking? No. Again, am I saying it's okay? Am I saying that justifies it? No, but these are facts. And again, it did play out the way that is always a possibility and the risk that a woman takes when she invites another woman into her home, especially a young, attractive woman. Then the third thing is I hear a lot about, and they should know better. They're church folk. Well, the truth is, guys, church people are still people, okay? Just because they go to church or because they read their Bibles or they give us the impression that they read their Bibles more than everybody else, or they go to church more than everybody else, or they talk about God more than everybody else, it doesn't negate the fact that they are people and they will make mistakes. Although I'm not sure I would call this a mistake. These are willful actions. He knew exactly what he was doing. But they're just as subject to sin or to doing the wrong thing as everybody else is. And I'm not sure why we like to put them on some kind of pedestal and have higher expectations for them. So the bottom line is, no, I'm not surprised that this woman's husband cheated. What did surprise me was actually her reaction, that she just went nuts. She went crazy. What also surprises me is how long this has gone on, I think this story has been going on for a very, very long time, so it's not going away. Then the last question is, she stayed with her husband. So the last question is, should she have stayed? My short answer is, it depends. I think that nobody can tell a woman when it's time to leave her marriage, her home, that she has built for years and years. I also believe that marriage is forever. It's not until he does something stupid or until she does something stupid. It's forever. I think that if they put a plan into place to make sure that they are both attending to and are engaged in their marriage, and they also dig into why exactly this happened, it can be treated as just an undesirable thing that happened, and it's possible that they can go on and actually have a much more successful marriage than it was before. Because honestly, the truth is, sometimes in marriages something happens that shakes you into reality, or shocks you into reality, to see that, wow, things are really bad here. And if I don't make a change, or if I don't make an adjustment, or if I don't do things differently, this could mean the end of something that I value very, very much, and something that my children need, and that I've committed to. So my hope and my desire for this couple is that they're going forward more proactively. Of course, they need counseling, they need intervention. And of course, I hope that they're going to approach this maturely, and they keep in mind that keeping a family together is a very important thing. And I do know that there are going to be women who are, oh, hell no, why would she stay? Why should she stay? Well, because marriage is forever. Marriage is forever. And it's not until you decide that somebody did something that you can't accept. Because the truth is, if you're married to another person long enough, granted, I don't personally condone cheating. I don't think it's okay. I don't think it should be part of a marriage. However, it is forever, and you did commit to be with that person forever, not until they did something wrong. Because, again, like I said, if you've been in a marriage long enough, both of you are going to do something wrong. Both of you are going to give each other a reason to leave. And commitment means you do the thing that you said you were going to do when you felt good about it, even when it doesn't feel good, or even when it feels like you shouldn't do it. You go ahead and you do it anyway. And that's all I have to say about that. Again, my name is Mhlauli-Moses with Successful Black Woman and Healthy Black Woman. And this has been a segment of Your Black Women, where people and women, or I should say where women keep it real. Take care.